Hi guys, so thought I would like to share with you guys why I dislike Valentine's Day so much. I'm in a relationship of 4 years and, you know, we spend Valentine's Day together at times, but I'm just not a Valentine's Day supporter. I think it's just kind of like a made-up holiday, and it's just not appealing to me. I've never really been a fan of it, and I will tell you why now. So, when I was 18, I was at college in Vermont. I was home for winter break, which is, December to January usually. So let's say around end of the year, beginning of January, I was with my friend Courtney, who's my best friend. We were at Starbucks, and this guy walks in, and his name will not be said because we're still friends on Facebook. But he walked in, and I'm like, this guy's really good looking. He's cute. And I want to get to know him. And he said that he recognized me, and we got talking, and we kind of started hanging out before I went back to college. We went on a date. He took me to the mall. We went to get dinner, and then we went to see a movie. We went to see the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey and Zoe Deschanel. I love that movie. I still love it. So yeah, we knew what we were getting into because, we were both going to be returning to college. I was going to be going back to school in Vermont, and he was going back to school in, I think, upstate New York. I'm not sure, though, and I'm not going to ask him for clarification. But yeah, so we knew that going on a date, getting to know each other better and kind of developing feelings for each other was a little risky to do just because we knew that we weren't going to be able to really, see each other over the next 5 months or so because we were going to be returning back to school. What happened was we, went to that date. We went on that date. We went to the movies, things like that. We were discussing how we weren't sure if we should get into a relationship right before we went to college just because, we want to be able to freely explore everything around us and not have anything hold us back, I guess you can say. I don't think I was necessarily concerned about that, but I know he was kind of just like, oh, well, I don't remember. It's such a while ago, but basically, we knew getting into a relationship probably wasn't the best idea going back to college, especially being far away from each other and starting something so fresh. But yeah, we never made anything official. We kept in touch up until the days that we went back to school. But then when we both got back to school, I would say maybe 2 or 3 days into me being back to school, my phone died. My phone stopped working. I had some kind of LG phone, the ones that don't have the internet, wow, right? We don't have any, there was rarely any phones with internet, things like that. So my phone broke and I was away at college. So the only thing that we did have, my roommate had that burger phone from Juno, and we had it plugged into our wall. So we were able to communicate through that way. And we had our laptop so we could Facebook message each other, things like that. But yeah, if we wanted to speak on the phone, we had to actually speak on that phone. So I always thought that was funny. But yeah, I think 2 or 3 days, it was the day I think my phone broke, but he called me and he asked me to be his girlfriend. And, I was kind of just like, yeah, let's do this. Why not? Let's do this. I figured if he was going to ask me to be his girlfriend, it might be worth it to just pursue and see what happens. So, a couple of weeks go by, we talk as much as we can, getting back into the swing of things with going back to classes and things like that. And basically, we got into a conversation. He was just asking me, oh, did you meet anybody else, another guy, things like that. And it wasn't him being, protective or anything. He was kind of just like, oh, well, if you'd like to date other guys, you can go ahead and do that. Basically, saying, let's have an open relationship. And that got me kind of I don't know how I feel about that. So, because I started thinking maybe there's another girl that he wants to pursue. It's then why would you ask me to be your girlfriend, It was kind of just a weird situation. But I was like, no, there was a guy that I knew was interested in me, and I'm not going to say his name either. I don't think we're friends on Facebook anymore, but I'd prefer just not to mention any names. I think he was really interested in me. We had a lot in common, and I don't know, it would have been he would have been a nice guy to get to know more, but I really wanted to be involved with the guy that asked me to be his girlfriend. So I said, no, there's nobody I really want to date, anything like that. So it's getting closer and closer to Valentine's Day, and a long time ago when I was first like in the relationship, I get very like lovey-dovey at the beginning of a relationship, and I get kind of like what's the word? Clingy. I used to. Well, I mean, not anymore because I'm in a relationship, but I get kind of clingy and I get a little obsessed, and like I want to talk to you all the time. I want to know what you're doing all the time, and it's not so much like a psychotic thing. It's like, you know, I'm away at college and he's away at college, and it's like I want to know what you're up to and like how your classes are, and I'm like, I just want to talk to you and see how you're doing. Since we're not able to see each other, we were able to like Skype and stuff, but I really wanted to just like talk to him all the time. And again, with my phone being broken, it was kind of hard to do. So as it's getting closer and closer to Valentine's Day, you know, I get that feeling of, oh my God, I'm by myself on Valentine's Day at college. My roommate had a boyfriend, my suite mate had a boyfriend, so it was kind of just like I felt a little left out, and it sucked. But basically, you know, I was kind of just like, you know, I think I really want to be committed to this guy, so I'm not going to go on a date with that other guy, the one that was kind of interested in me. So I figured, you know, let's not even deal with it. So Valentine's Day comes along. I haven't heard from him all day. My boyfriend at the time. I haven't heard from him all day. I'm Facebook messaging him. I tried calling him a couple of times. There was no answer. And I got very frustrated, and I almost felt like this guy's not interested in me, and I would overthink things so much at that age. I think most people do, especially when you're questioning a relationship, and that's like I don't know, I just felt like I was questioning what was going on with us. So I got very upset, and I left him a voicemail, and I was just like, look, are you not interested? Are you trying to pursue someone else? Because you said you were open to having an open relationship. So I got kind of like upset, and I think I had every right to be at the time. Looking back on it, I probably shouldn't have been making such a big deal out of it, but you know, it is what it is, and I can't go back and change how my 18-year-old self was. But eventually he called me later on in the evening, maybe around dinner time. Got home, and he called me. We spoke on the phone for a little bit, and he goes, I think we shouldn't see each other anymore. And I was like, what do you mean see each other? We're at college. We're obviously not seeing each other. But I was devastated. Like, to dump me on Valentine's Day was kind of like a dick move, like with a lack of a better way to say it. So I'm sorry if that term offended anybody, but it was. It really was. I was like,
even to this day, I'm like, you just don't do that on somebody's birthday. You don't do that on Christmas. You don't do it on, like, anything of that nature. Like, I just feel like it's very, tasteless, if that's the right... Very tasteless, maybe. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But I just thought it was like one of the one of the most inconsiderate things somebody's ever done to me. I think from then on, I've just really hated Valentine's Day. I used to spend Valentine's Day at home watching He's Just Not That Into You on repeat. After that, I was just very like sad after he dumped me. And then we saw each other when I came back from college. A couple of times we tried to like rekindle things, and it just wound up never working out. And I think it was just for the better, because it was just not meant to be. And, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. But that's kind of why I just don't like Valentine's Day. That was like the root of the reason I don't like it. And then what branched off, I'm just like, it's a fake holiday. And I used to work for somebody who said he treated his wife like every day was Valentine's Day, which I always thought was really cute and nice. So I don't know, I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day. I don't think I ever really will be. A couple years ago, Nick got me flowers because I love white roses. He got me flowers, which was really sweet, but it didn't make me like the holiday necessarily more. But whatever. I mean, my dad got married to his wife on Valentine's Day, which I think is kind of cliche. My brother-in-law's sister got married on Valentine's Day. I think it's just kind of silly when people get married on Valentine's Day, to be honest. And I work in the spa field, so people are coming in getting couples massages all the time, and I just want to go bleh, because I just think it's so cheesy, to be honest. You know, but to each their own. People like Valentine's Day. I just happen to be somebody who just doesn't care for it, and I'm in a relationship. I'm just not a fan of how Valentine's Day usually goes about. So that's just my personal opinion, and you could disagree with me if you want, but I just thought it would be fun to share a story of why I don't like Valentine's Day, and possibly the worst case of being dumped in my personal dating history. So yeah, I know this might have been a weird video to share, but I really don't care. I wanted to share it. So if you like this video and you like me talking about like my worst dating experience, my worst whatever, my first this, my first that, if you have any requests to hear about like a first or the worst or the best experience of some sort, just go ahead and leave a comment down below asking me, because I'll probably be more than happy to make a video for you. Also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.